Okay, everybody, welcome back to UPTA Premium, and now we're going to play test a little bit more the three-tiered reward process. Things looked pretty good in previous playtest sessions, but I just want to demonstrate here what things look like in action when everybody sort of has an equal footing at the beginning. So we're just going to go over this this quick example, and so let's just go ahead and start. What we have here is a three-player setup, and everyone has equal footing. We begin with a planted crop in the field. We begin with 8 hunger tokens, right? Everybody has 8 hunger tokens. And they're also going to begin with 1 adversity card each that hasn't been played. Okay? So we're just going to see what that looks like. Yeah, so just starting with this player, we'll just see what arises naturally during gameplay, and then we'll see if there's any issues that come up that I haven't thought of, which is always possible in UPTA. Yeah, alright, so let's just go ahead and see what happens. Here we have 5 productive. So our choices are pretty amazing. We could continue on and harvest this. We happen to have a low crop over here. So our best idea is probably to make a purchase. You know, notice this has a depreciation value of 3, and it also has a redeeming purchase, a reward purchase of 3 tokens. Okay, so that's kind of an equal footing for the first card. An equal result. And so right now I have only 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 tokens. So I'm really looking at, you know what I could do? I'll just do this. I'll buy the organic sprayer. There's the organic sprayer, and it's worth 10 tokens. So since I bought it with the card, you know, that was an action. I'm going to redeem it. So I flip the card over to indicate that I did that. And then I put the item that I purchased on the top. And now, of course, I have to pay for it. 8, 9, and 10. That goes into the bank, but then I actually pay 10 into the cup, right? If we're going to keep track of our expenses, which we should. Okay, so there's that, and now I have a second action. Now I also have to bear in mind, you know, having bought the organic sprayer, I have bankrupted myself. I'm going to run out of funds. I have to not mind that. You know, there's always that tension there between early access to resources and penalties accrued for running out of funds or any other unforeseen disasters, right? Okay. Very difficult to account for all contingencies, right? And if you try to do that, things kind of become expensive, right? But here I think we're safe. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to keep chugging along, make sure that chard is cultivated, watered, and weeded. And now we're going to grab 5 tokens out of here and put 5 tokens into the cup. And somebody's going to look at our stuff, and they're going to pluck something nice. Right. Scale. Alrighty, so that's the end of that turn. They went ahead and used their card. More power to them. Over here we have 4 productive. Now, what are we going to do here? Same options. Harvesting the spinach looks a lot better at this point, so we're just going to go ahead and harvest. We'll ignore the card, or will we? Actually, we're going to harvest first, and then we'll see what happens. Spinach on spinach. It's 12 tokens. Not a subsidy. Notice how I am finishing the turn. I'm finishing the action, rather. I want to finish that action first before I move on. It's very easy in UPTA to get ahead of yourself and forget what you're doing, because you're all eager to do everything at once. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to take a look at this adversity card, And lo and behold, look at that. Right? So, unbeknownst to them, I have the most powerful card in the entire game. I could unleash that on them, or I could hold it. I think in this case, since... okay, so here's an interesting game changer. The organic sprayer was purchased by this grower over here. Are they going to be protected from this nasty card? Right? Well, the answer is no. Unfortunately for them, the organic sprayer is only partial insurance, so both players are in fact going to lose their items. Chart, non-negotiable, right? Notice how there's no negotiating when adversity cards are played. Negotiating only is tied to the act of sabotage. So we have carrots and chard. Okay. And now we're going to, yeah, that's the end of their turn. They have no further actions or activities. So moving on. Over here we have a 1. 1 is basically a losing turn. They don't have any 2 crops. Okay. Just continue the growing season. Okay, so here's a 4. So now we only have 1 player left with an adversity card, so that's kind of interesting. This person's just gonna keep chugging along. 2, 3. 2 back. All right. End of the turn there. Board's productive, 15 tokens goes to the disc, or they're going to buy the disc. That would probably be their most common purchase at this point. 15, disc everything. Okay, moving on. Here we have productive. Alright, so what does this player have? They have some nice things. I think we'll go with radishes. Right? Yep. Radishes. Just because I think the optimal strategy at this point is probably just to score. Let's focus on what can we do. Bring home some of that bacon. Release a comic book movie. Alright, so there's that. Cucumber, kale, peas, chard goes to potatoes. Here we go. Gambling. Do I want to gamble? Yes. No. This person doesn't want to. Carrots. Gambling, no. Ah, okay, so this person has a very interesting choice. They can, here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna buy another card. So now they've got, so now you have to do the math a little bit, right? You have 2 cards that are potent over there. They're good for purchasing rewards, right? But they're also good for just doing their primary function, which is maybe wreaking havoc on opponents. So that's going to be a tough choice over there. All right, so carrots goes to corn. 5 productive, I'm going to pay for definitely beans on beans, harvesting, 12 tokens. 2, what is it? It's 2. Oh, and somebody got a subsidy. Low end. So, this person. Okay. And I have another action on the flip side. Beans. Okay. And what do I want to do on the flip side? Yeah, notice how On productive farm rolls, notice how that you can't purchase any activity cards, right? Those are only activated on die roll number 2, so that's something to definitely be aware of when you're doing your calculations, right? Okay, so here's the 5. I think what we want to do, this person probably wants to grab it. Let's do the greenhouse. Oh, we can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, so this person has an interesting choice. They're going to just buy the harvester. They buy a card. Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, right now, this person is probably thinking adversity cards aren't going to help them that much as far as making purchases. So, 15, get one back. Right. Okay, so there's that. Okay, one. Oh man. Lucky. I got the one good one. Research grant card. Gambling's not gonna happen. Goes to beans. 5 is productive. This. And now we've run out of funds. So once again, the tractor audit. Moves our stuff. Best item is potatoes. Replace. Can't do that. Now that can do. Alright, so that's the end of the turn. Gambling's nope. Oh yeah, they can gamble. Okay. 5's productive. We got broccoli and carrots. Yeah, so this person's thinking 2-crop combo land now. Broccoli and carrots. Can't go on the same one, unfortunately. Okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, and now notice how this person over here who bought the harvester, right? Well, look at them. They are sitting very pretty because I have 2 opponents who are ready to, the chickens are coming home to roost, right, so to speak. And so, yeah, they're going to be bringing home some serious bacon, whatever you want to call it. You want to go vegan. Okay, so over here, there's that. Got to pay for that. Alright, so they're sitting very pretty. They're sitting pretty, but notice how they made that decision even though this person has adversity cards sitting over here. So they're probably thinking, hey, I might need to protect my best item. See? So notice how conditional situations in gameplay that just naturally arise can change what you're doing. You gotta switch it up. Right? You gotta figure out your budget and how much to spend on defense, right? Alright, so over here we have radishes on the wrong one. They're gonna score. Oh wait. Yeah, or do we want to make a payment? Ah, see, so here's tough. We gotta slow down. You know, the first thing you think is, yeah, I'm gonna score, but the other possibility is maybe I should make a purchase first. I have 12 tokens, right? 12 tokens. It's not quite enough, is it? That here. But it will be after I do this, so let's just go ahead and do what we thought we were going to do. Radishes on the wrong one. It's 13 tokens. And now we're sitting in position. See, so notice how I had to kind of pay attention to the order of operations. Got to make sure I'm solid on what actions and activities can be done and in which order. I have beans. Now I have a second action on my turn, and I want to take advantage of that. Now I'm flush with funds and I have diversity cards to work with. So now might be the time to seriously consider playing. I can play the card. I mean, look at this wonderful card, right? It could be a difference of 20 points, you know. If I fail to slow them down, they're going to score like 30, 40 points, right? So now I have a tough choice. You know, how badly do I need these items in the resource shop versus should I play defense on my fellow rowers? Or I go on the warpath then, right? Tough choice. So, yeah, I think in this particular case, this kind of trumps everything. We'll remove the U2 crops. We'll remove this and this. So it was a good effort on this person's part, but ultimately they gambled and lost on that turn. Okay, that looks good. Spinach. That was playing the card. So this person still has another activity, right? So, do they want to make a purchase? I think they want a disc. I think they want a disc. Plant something nice and protect them. Broccoli. Okay. Alright, so there's broccoli. Right. That's looking pretty good. Then we're going to put some protection on there. Spinach goes to squash. Alright. Here's another adversity. Turn 2 crops previous. Sabotage over here. I don't know what to do. I mean, I do. I have to pick an opponent, and I have to figure out, well, who's really doing well. This person's doing very well point-wise, but this person over here is a threat to score in a big way. So yet again, I'm not sure what to do. Let's sabotage over here. Then we put 5 tokens on. Be sabotaged. And yeah, now we're just gonna finish our turn. We got 2 actions. Bring home some carrots on the wrong one, which is only 5 tokens. And yeah, finish the turn. Get another action. Corn. Oh yeah, we'll keep corn. We'll keep corn and maybe we'll plant corn. Who knows? Yeah, we'll plant some corn. So that was the second action. Oh, and this person did get the token for harvesting. They harvested, right? Okay, so that's that. Looking pretty good. And they're going to put some protection on here. So here's a tough call. How much defense funds do I allocate to my asset, right? Do I devote all 10 tokens knowing I could lose them? I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Over here we have cultivate and harvest, and we can sabotage. Threaten to sabotage them. They don't want it, so I get rid of their corn. I get rid of their corn because it's a serious threat for undercut crop activation, right? Cut it right back. Okay. Over here. A2 1 token. Broccoli on broccoli is 15. There's 30. And we get 15 back. Let's do all of this. Okay. And then we have a second action. What's second action going to be? So now we have a tough choice because we're going to make a purchase of 12 tokens. So yeah, this person's going to go ahead and let's say they buy the cedar. They purchase the cedar, but they use the card. So they did that. Now notice again, these cards, once they're played, they get trapped, right? This card is permanently left the game. So that's another important consideration, like how much does it matter to you to remove that card? And how does that change the odds of, what are the calculations left when some of these cards are starting to disappear from the draw pile, right? Gotta bear that in mind too. Okay, so there's that. And we're gonna pay. We like what we have. Yeah, we like what we have. Oh, yeah, we do have to pay for that. It's 10, 12, 11. Okay, squash goes to cucumbers. Okay, 6, sabotage. Okay, so at this point, this should give you kind of a feel for how the different decision making works. We have some good tension. We've got a good distribution of resources. We've got some good game balance, and so we're looking and feeling very confident about that. And notice how we, again, we began with equal footing, equal resources, and the distribution of items since then has been fairly balanced. Nobody here is running away with it. Right now the scores are what, 22? We got 26, 14, we got about 15 over there, 26, 15 to 25, right? And of course, at this point, just one big harvest can make a huge change, a huge difference in each player's chances for winning. And so we feel pretty good about that. Again, 3-tiered reward system looks like it's pretty solid. It's probably here to stay. So, unless I just find some kind of unbelievably unpredictable monkey wrench in the whole works, right? I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to forecast a doom and gloom for the three reward system. It seems solid, right? Okay, so I hope that is a good refresher for you, and yeah, I think you can probably look forward to the 3-tiered reward system being a solid aspect of gameplay that will probably make it into the final product. Okay? Alright, so thank you very much. Keep checking out this stuff on YouTube if you have an interest. And thank you once again. See you next time. Bye.